Watch me paint while I tell you a little story about the origin of Marty and Milo Studio. So it all started with a dog. Marty was 8 weeks old when I brought him into my life. I was new to Canada and I'd always wanted a dog growing up, and he was my first. I knew it was going to be special from the start. As a puppy, he didn't know his own size, and he needed a lot of training not to jump on people or other dogs smaller than him. He was so affectionate from the beginning. Marty was my best friend. He was by my side through heartbreaks, celebrations, at my loneliest, and at my most vibrant. We had lots of adventures together, and he loved to ride in my little Fiat 500, mostly with the top down, because he was way too tall. I didn't mention it yet, but he was a giant, a gentle giant. He was super clingy. Closed doors were not an option. In 2020, Marty started limping. I thought the old man had injured himself wrestling with the young pups in the park. A trip to the vet indicated that it was much more serious. Marty was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, bone cancer. I was devastated, and after meetings with the vets at the Animal Cancer Centre at Ontario Veterinary College, I decided to opt for surgery and chemo. I figured Marty would be able to live out the rest of his days pain-free. The surgery went well, and Marty adapted brilliantly to having 3 legs. I felt he was more agile with 3. When he had 4, he looked like a baby giraffe and would often trip up on his legs when he was running, almost like he never got used to the length of them. The trips to the college for treatment were hard. It was over an hour away, and we still in COVID lockdowns. Sitting in the car for hours in winter wasn't easy, and worrying about Marty at the same time made the experience even worse. Unfortunately, the cancer ended up spreading to another limb, and I made the very difficult decision not to let him suffer. The pain of losing Marty is still quite raw 4 years on. He was my best friend and my roommate for 11 and a half years. Grieving for a pet is a complicated experience. I felt like a lot of people didn't understand the pain I was experiencing, and I felt very alone in my grief. Even recording this, I feel a little worried that people won't understand and think I'm being dramatic. But I know that many people have probably experienced the same thing. I suffered silently for a long time. I ended up seeking the help of a therapist who knew I liked to paint, so suggested I paint Marty. I did, and it was surprising to me that it actually made me happy. Focusing on his big old nose and his fluffy head made me smile. I'm still not over losing Marty, but now when I think about him, it's mostly happy memories. So what about Milo? Milo was also a very special dog. Marty and Milo are the reason I met my best human friend, Jo. We met through the dogs, and she was my first friend in Canada. Marty and Milo weren't besties, unfortunately. Marty was a little boisterous for Milo when he was a puppy, and they just had a passive appreciation of each other. Milo was a sweet pup. He was more like a human baby. He had a little horse Stuffy that he would suckle and take to bed with him. His ears were like velvet, and when I would chill on the couch with him, visiting Jo, I would just sit and stroke his ears. Jo lost Milo quite recently. He was very old and had multiple health issues. I hope that he's chilling with Marty now. So back to painting. Painting animals soothes my soul. I hope to properly capture the charisma and love when I paint other people's animals. It's especially important when I'm asked to do memorial portraits. I feel most nervous about these ones because I know how important it is, but it makes me so happy when the person loves it. I hope that my painting might ease a little bit of the pain they're experiencing. In honor of Marty and Milo, I donate a portion of the profits to OVC Pet Trust because they cared for Marty so well. I'm just going to share with you a poem that was given to me by the lovely people at Midtown Mobile Veterinary Hospice Services. The author is unknown, so I can't give them credit. It's called The Last Battle. If it should be that I grow frail and weak, and pain should keep me from my sleep, then will you do what must be done? For this, the last battle can't be won. You will be sad, I understand. Don't let grief then stay your hand. For on this day, more than the rest, your love and friendship must stand the test. We've had so many happy years, you wouldn't want me to suffer, so when the time comes, please let me go. Take me to where my needs they'll tend, only stay with me till the end. And hold me firm and speak to me until my eyes no longer see. I know in time you will agree, it's a kindness you do to me. Although my tail its last has waved, my pain and suffering I have been saved. Don't grieve that it must be you who has to decide this thing to do. We've been so close, we two these years. Don't let your heart hold any tears. I hope this video shows anyone who is experiencing this kind of loss that you're not alone. Our pets are always by our side and in our hearts. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to follow my journey, feel free to like and subscribe.